Hello. Hi. This is Tayu, your emotional support animal. How are y'all doing? Hi there. Lotus Kushan. Lotus Kushan? Lotus Kushan? Lotus, hello. Welcome in. Chickadee! Chickadee, chickadee, chickadee wah. Chickadee wah. Hello. Hi. Man. What a surprise. Hello, hello. Everyone, I was directed to Shook's stream recently, and it was an experience. I was slowly going to bed, but I had to say hello, hello. Like, yeah. Oh mein Gott. Oh nein. Was ist los? What a joy to be alive, indeed. Sorry, yell a lot. No. It was refreshing. It certainly helped me wake up a little bit. Man, I wish I had just like a fraction of your energy. I've been, especially like this week, I've been super tired. Like, I think it doesn't help that I took some pain medications yesterday. It was probably a mistake. But hi. Oh god. Man, I've been struggling with my self-esteem recently. I don't know why. If I had a dime for every time I heard that. Yeah. Yeah, like self-esteem, like I don't know, like every day, not like every time I go live, I expect like this whole operation to like come crumbling down around me. You're gonna be so great, thank you. I appreciate the you're gonna be so great. You're like, you know, the potential is there. We're, you know. If that ain't the story of my life, you need someone to glaze you? What, glaze? What are we talking about? Define glaze, please. No. I mean, no, I was half joking about that, but like I really did appreciate that because, like, you know, it's always hard for me to like accept when people are just like, oh, you're so great and stuff, because of like, you know, that doesn't mesh with like my own perception. Hello there, Avatar Big Bear. Hello. But, you know, when it's something more specific, like, you know, like when you reacted to my clip, like that Connie showed you, like that was real. So, you know, that's something to hold on to. You have no idea how much I understand that. Yeah. You can use me as an example of how to glaze someone. Am I supposed to glaze you? Do I bring out the glaze and apply directly to you? Coming from the idea of, okay, noted. All right. Anyway, where was I? Where was I? Hang on. I totally had a thought there. Anyway. Ah! No! I don't know. I don't know what I don't know. I don't know what it would take to help me with that whole thing, that whole problem. It's probably not praise. I guess certain kinds of praise really do the job. It depends. It depends on things. Anyway, freaking hello, hi. let me scroll back up. Ah, Luxury, congrats on being first, my beloved. Message, hi, hello. Law, what up, Fox? What up, Law Fox? Otis, thank you so much for being subscribed for 12 months in a row and 17 in total. Holy crap, that is a long time. I'm glad you enjoyed the bubbles. I don't know. I don't think I can do that for like 8 hours though. I should start saving the starts of these thoughts to make a compilation. Sure. Please go ahead. He became a Mulladay? What is that? What is a Mulladay? I'm forming dangerous levels of attachment to this goat cutie. Might even be parasocial. Oh no. Oh no, someone gets Cideray in here. we got to talk about parasocial relationships. Maybe this issue you're having can be today's subject, huh? Well darn, I guess so. Huh. I guess, I had like something in mind, like worries or something. I guess a lot of it is just worries, you know? Like, you know, feeling insecure, feeling like, you know, like whatever good things are happening are just temporary, that kind of thing. You need to go to bed. Okay, thank you for dropping by and saying hi. I do stream like an hour earlier most times. Like these streams tend to be pretty short, but also there's an you know, that whole thing coming up in my stream title, 24 on the 24th, and yeah, I'm gonna be streaming a little much earlier actually. Then yeah, might even be able to raid you then. Before you go, yes, what is it? Hello, the outbreak is over. Hello, hi. Hello. That's gonna be an eventful 3 days for me. 3 days? It's gonna be 7 days. Oh, green mashed potato, thank you for the follow. Oh wait, I'm not supposed to say the thing. I'm not supposed to say the thing. It's supposed to be anonymous. We made it anonymous. Your anniversary, my going away party for my friends, and then my last day of work. Oh dear. Yeah, but the anniversary is gonna go for 7 days, so yeah. Oh, he has evolved back from pseudo-Enius? What is that? Social media is wild with the whole validation thing, and Twitch I find triggers me because I'm always like, people will leave if I'm not interesting, so I get you, and having breaks and healthy boundaries with Twitch and all other social media is important. It is so true, that is so true. God, I feel you on that so much. Like the whole people will leave if I'm not interesting, like that is so real. Blah, good night. Have a good rest. No, but hang on. Okay, I think hang on. What is this pseudo? What is it? Oh, it is. What are these words that you've been saying? Kind of sounds like imposter syndrome. Am I even good enough to have imposter syndrome? No, but like, that doesn't seem like quite the right word. I don't know. I mean, partially? I guess maybe. Like, you know, since in a way I am an imposter, you know, I don't have the qualifications for this at all. Yes, you are, bitch, you're amazing. Okay, thanks, bitch. I forgot Teiyu isn't Onk. What? What are all these words? Oh, an uncle, like uncle, like an old man. Is that what it means? God, y'all kids, please, you need to help me with these words. Chuckity, I can fix them. No, please do, by all means. I'm ready to try anything. Cider mentioned indeed. Pseudopenius, spotted goatfish, huh? Oh, like because of the bubbles. I get you. This is funny. Mulladay is a type of fish that includes goatfish. Ah, okay, thank you. Silly goat, that is me. Silly goat is me. Okay, so today, Introspective Art. Does everyone know what we're doing there? And who's ready to join us? We don't have one of our strongest soldiers, so I am happy for anyone who is willing to step up. I would like at least 3 participants. I'm ready to art! Art, art, art! Hi there, Avatar Big Bear, how are you doing? We seem to have a bunch of new people here, so... Med check? That expensive candies the doctor gave me? Yes. I will art twice as hard to make up for our lack. Oh god. I mean... Please, by all means, go ahead. If that brings you joy. Okay, we seem to have a bunch of new people here, so... I guess let us... do a little introduction. Oh, I keep forgetting to bring up the actual slideshow thing. Don't eat them like candy, though. Take only what you're prescribed. Yes. I assume, you know, they weren't actually eating them like candy. Hopefully. I'm doing word art today. Ooh, word art. We can take those. We accept those. Okay, so for the introduction, let me just bring up my good old short. Art therapy is a way to connect to and explore your deepest thoughts and emotions using art. It can be hard to find the words to really grasp those feelings and get them out there, and art can offer a gentle and safe way to unearth what goes on deep inside. And you might be surprised what you'll find there. You know, sometimes you think you know what something looks like, but then when you sit down to draw it, you realize you actually have no idea. Trying to depict your feelings makes you really have to understand what they are. Doing this in a group setting can provide a healing sense of connectedness and offer up whole new perspectives on your own inner world. I'm not a therapist myself, but I developed an interactive stream concept based on my own experiences with art therapy called Introspective Art, which I stream every Sunday on Twitch and YouTube. You don't have to be a great artist to take part. It's all about the process of expressing yourself and sharing it with others. So come hang out sometime. Hang on. And I tried to do a thing where I make the video louder, but it seemed to have messed up the audio a little bit. Sorry about that. Ah, Swizzler Pio, welcome in. Oh wait, I keep doing it. It's supposed to be anonymous. When I draw the Masquerada, it was just it was not part of art therapy, introspective art. It was part of you know, just the video itself. I made it for the video. Hi there, Femi. How are you doing? Yeah. So yeah. That is the thing we do. We do, yeah, not art therapy. It's, you know, because I'm not a therapist. Dogs don't know. Oh no! Hi there. Now all of China knows you're here. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. And also thanks for that, but okay. Blah, 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 blah. So, yeah. It's not about art skill. It's about just, you know, the process of connecting to the thing, to your feelings, your thoughts and stuff, and putting them into a form to, you know, force yourself to understand them better. And then also to share that art, for which I will provide a way to do it anonymously through a Google form, which also, let me put that in the YouTube chat in case anyone pops up there. Okay. What's the topic today? That's a good question. So far we seem to have had like the subject of worries, of like insecurity, of you know, insecurity might not be a bad word. Kinda includes both the self-esteem thing and the whole worry thing about like everything, you know, everything coming to an end very soon and whatnot. Like everything is very precarious. And you know, something like that. But if anyone has anything that's on their mind, please go ahead. Like, yeah, we try to decide on a subject every time, and then we have half an hour to draw about it and then submit it. Lava. I'm not sure how emotionally resonant that subject is for most people. Like, I don't know about you. Like, maybe lava means a lot to you. But personally, I'm more of a lover. Okay, yeah, so, yeah, connection. Sharing your art, you know, on the one hand, like, gives you connection to others, you know, sharing the whole thing. But also can increase, like, your connection to yourself by giving you more perspectives on what you did that you might not even have considered before, and can help you understand yourself better even. Use a lava, not a fire, indeed. God, that reminds me. Freaking... Damn it. No! I can't remember it! Wait. I'm gonna do it. Hang on. I'm gonna do it. Where is it? Hang on. This is very important. At a costume party. What are you? A harp. Your costume's too small to be a harp. Are you calling me a liar? Okay, anyway. I don't know. The point is, I think there's a Matt Colville quote that best describes sort of what happens. By trying to write down what you think about something, it changes how you think about it. Something like that. Yeah. I know. That was the first thing I heard from you today. Hi, Cookie. Welcome in. I mean, welcome back. Hello, it's been a while. How have you been? Yeah, blah, blah. I love that joke so much. It is so good. Alright, yeah. Doing great, thank you. How about you? I'm hanging in there. Honestly, I need to calm down. Like, I went into this stream, like, all prepared to be like, okay, today's gonna be a shit stream. I'm gonna be super sad, and I'm just gonna have to be okay with that. And, like, you know. I was relaxing to the dulcet tones of your soothing voice, and then you attacked me with that wonderful pun, indeed. But isn't that what love is all about? No, sad, no. You stream good, thank. Okay, fine. I stream good. I will stream good. Okay. I do the big strong stream. Yes. You can be sad if you want, but I mean, I don't really want to. Can't say that is like at the top of the things that I want to be doing. That's fair. I've been there, but we push on because we are tough goats in here. Yes. Tough goats. Okay, yeah, so pick subject, draw subject for half hour, submit thing with like commentary in the Google form, and then there are rules for talking about other people's art to make sure that no one has to regret sharing theirs. Basically, the rules are just talk for your own experience and realize that other people are ideally only speaking for their own experience. So just speaking like, this makes me feel this kind of way, it brings up these associations for me, and stuff like that. Not making it about the artist, and also not making it about the quality of the art. Basically that. Yeah. No sad, okay. Don't go into the show expecting it to fail, go into it ready to fix it up if it goes tits up. I don't know. Like sometimes it can help to just be like, okay, I'm sad, I'm concerned and stuff like that, and I'm just gonna live that energy, and you know, instead of like being like super like nervously desperately trying to bring that energy, even though you can't really authentically bring it. For what it's worth to you, I think you're doing great and you're one of the streamers I look up to. Aw, thank you. That is very kind. Hang on, let me take a sip. I feel like my throat is already doing a thing. So, show of hands. We have Otis. Who else is going to join us for drawing today? I want at least 3 people. 3 people I can rely on. I mean, okay, I guess that doesn't really work if I want to let you be able to do it anonymously. I guess so. I guess that's an issue. There's a difference between I'm feeling awful and the stream is going to be awful. That is, you know what? That is fair. That is very fair. But like, I also, it's also a lot about like, you know, expectations. Like you know, like pessimism. Pessimism is like, is a coping skill, basically, you know? Like, maybe not always the best one, but basically you don't get your hopes up, so you can't be disappointed, you know? And sometimes that's not the worst thing. But, yeah. I guess, I don't know. It's a tough balance. Hang on, let me calibrate my thing again. There we go. Hello. I am now more calibrated. So, yeah. I heard a line that made me really feel good about sometimes having negative outlooks. Do tell. Meanwhile, I get my hopes. I let myself feel that pain. For to feel all the emotions is to live a fuller life. Ooh. Oh, damn. Man. Otis. I didn't know you were cool like that. Like, I mean, seriously, no. That is pretty baller. Like, I admire that. Gotta paint with all the colors, indeed. Like, I still have way too much of a tendency to run away from my pain. In spite of how it seems. Like, I try to be very open, but like, you know, that's one of those things about being a streamer is that, like, I feel like I can't just be super open about my feelings because my feelings are often very negative. Whether the glass is half full or half empty doesn't matter. Pick the mindset that helps you get things done better. It doesn't matter if your choice or line of thinking doesn't align with a normative for positivity, if it lets you keep going. Yeah. That's true. I might have an album for you to listen to. Okay. Let's go. Go ahead and send it to me in DMs, because otherwise I'm not gonna remember. Okay, do we just start, even if we only have one confirmed participant? Or, I don't know. I don't freaking know. Let's just go. Let's just freaking go and just do the thing. Blah. So, subject. Insecurity? Question mark? What think? What people think? Let me turn on my heater. Good subject. Good subject. Good subject. Very good subject. My dear subject. My loyal royal subject. My sweet submissive subject. Get your papa. Anyo, hi. Not much for this honest work, and also I just woke up and oh my gosh, I'm so wasted, didn't even drink last night. Hello, are you free on Tuesday afternoon? I am. My favorite. Oh, bye. Thank you so much for the sub on you. I appreciate that. Blah blah blah. Submissive, yes. I mean, maybe. I don't know. I was just quoting. I was just quoting the guy, the king from the play, from the musical, about the rapping dudes. Hamilton, that's what it was. I'll try, but I tend to work block if I write with deadlines. Good old Hamilton. Yes. Thank you, Law. Tuesday I'll plop down on your IKEA chair again and then not move away because I will be alone at home with Uncle otherwise. Okay. Got you. The play about the rapping dudes, my favorite play, yes. that one, yeah. The rap play guy. Okay. Yes. No pressure, Law. Just let it flow. Let the words flow. Hope you're doing okay today, my friend. I'm doing okay. Yeah, I'm doing okay. Yeah. There we go, Lynn. Thank you for the hydrate. And the affection. The musical about the American dude sang King George to piss off. Yes. Okay. I guess, I guess we have a subject. So, let's just go ahead and see what happens. Currently, drawing. Did someone say music? Currently drawing, insecurity. You know they say that doing embarrassing things can be good for your security. It can be used to combat insecurity. At least, you know, in case it doesn't go too terribly wrong. Otherwise it's gonna re-traumatize you and then it'll be all a thing, you know. You know you don't want that thing to happen. But just to see that you can be a little cringy and nothing bad will come of it can really make you confident. That was almost a rhyme. Musica, ah wah 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 wah. How are you doing, musica wah wah wah? Musicawa would almost mean water river in Japanese. I am not singing to any kind of rhythm because this song in the background is just way too slow and I cannot properly sing to it because it is way too slow. Hello again to you, sadly it's my bedtime and I'm just here to say hi. The time zone really sucks indeed. But Trolley is thank you for saying hello. I bid you adieu and hope you sleep well. I cannot rhyme, I'm not a rap god. So release me from this, I'm just such a poor sod. Whoa. Whoa. I'm just a rap dude with a lack of a tude. And that's pretty rude. Anyway, bye. Yes, hello. Yeah, blah blah. I saw someone on Reddit crochet a Kirby with huge booba and I wasn't sure if I should send it to you, but I wanted to tell you about it because it made Kirby not only be one nice circle, but the holy trinity of circles. On you, by all means, please. Send me cursed stuff. I am here for that. I have been on places on the internet that no one should have to go. So, just, yeah, don't worry about that. I can take that. I can take a Booba Kirby. Another trait of yours here too. This is also a wonderful trait of yours. Anu, are you gonna join us? Well, you did just wake up, so maybe you're still a little too tired for it. How about a big Booba's Kirby triples the amount of roundness on Kirby? Yes. More circle equals more perfection. The fact that they crocheted it, that really adds something to it, doesn't it? Musica's still at work, still like an hour and 20 minutes or so to go, man. Same though. At least, you know, if you're calling this work, what we're doing here. Just a rap, dude, indeed. Only a slight existential crisis of realizing I barely have a few days of vacation at summer. Oh god. Man, imagine the crisis of realizing that, like, we're like slowly approaching like the halfway point of the year, and it's like, what? Nothing happened this year. Hang on, that can't be. That can't be the case. I will just be hanging out. I need some nutrients to stay wholesome to the room because I am still overwhelmed with all the impressions for last night. Hope your outing is gonna go great. Okay. If I could crochet, I would crochet a long day for the silly. long day. Almost halfway done with April already. Nothing happened this year. Speak for yourself. Okay, well, there. Yeah, I mean, I am speaking for myself. Am I? Am I not? I was speaking for myself. I'm blaming the Hamilton talk? For what? for the rapping? 3 balls. Yes. So better poop on company time, indeed, indeed. But don't go pooping now, because now it's time to draw. Boss makes $1, I make a dime. That's why I shit on company time. Goat approved. Kirby sent, thank you. Should I post it on stream, or maybe not? Maybe not. Okay. Let's just go. Let's just go and see what happens. We're gonna make it happen. We're gonna be big old dudes. We're gonna bite the bullet and just draw. Yeah, we're gonna draw. Draw on the toilet. Be mindful of how long though you could develop hemorrhoids on the toilet. I only know about hemorrhoids coming from like sitting on a too cold seat or something. Is that a thing? I don't know if that's just like a myth. Dummy, must eat cheddar. Be right back. Dummy, we need you. Pretty sure we make more money than our boss because night shifts, weekend shifts, and so on. Nice. Sitting too long on the toilet can cause an increase in bowel pressure that can cause hemorrhoids. Oh, you're not feeling good for art lately? Oh, okay. Alright then. I will respect that. It has nips, so it's dangerous territory. Oh, okay. Fair enough. I guess, oh. Kirby does have like those little blush stickers, doesn't he? So, okay. Right. Anyway. Frickin' yes. Okay. I wanna see Booba Kirby sending DMs, please. Can't even have 45 minutes of me time while playing Sudoku games on my phone on the shitter. Oh man. Such cruelty. The cruel reality of not being able to have 45 minutes on the toilet playing in Sudoku games. Absolutely incredible. Anyway. Frickin'. Let's go. 30 minutes. 30 minutes. Let us frickin' proceed. Um. Oh, gotta bring up my screen mirror. Stream got very scatological. Apparently so. These things just happen, you know. Gotta let the stream breathe freely. Just become what it wants to be, and if it wants to become shit, you know, I was convinced that, you know, stream was gonna be shit. So, you know, maybe this way is fine. You're young, I'm young, scrappy and hungry, and I'm not throwing away my shot. Yeah. And I'm not throwing away my shot. Another round of shots. Turn down for what? Hello, what is going on here? That is not what it's supposed to be. There we are. Holding my breath and lighting a candle? Up above. Please breathe though. Oh yeah, yes, I did start the timer. The timer is at 28 minutes. Okay. We haven't developed the capacity to literally flush the whole bowels into the bowl of toilet in like 15-second squirt. It's quite terrible. Someone should get on that. Okay, hang on. Freaking. Let's try to actually focus. The subject is insecurity. So, what does insecurity look like? What does it bring to mind? What kind of imagery? What kind of scenes? What colors? Drinking salt water, I mean, I guess you're not wrong about that. Hang on, where do I go with this? Sure. Just the thing that's coming to mind. Let's go with that. Too small. You want the beak? Give me beak. Actually, no. One day I will make progress. It'll be glorious. Sticks. And have you all heard that from Super Paper Mario, like river Styx, riverbed or something like that? Like that is intense. You would not expect this Paper Mario game to have some of the scariest music out there, but it does. Let's see, what are you? I just want the river twig. Yes, that thing. Twigs. Not airbrushing. Trickles. Yes. But also, not quite. Okay. I'm genuinely stumped. Oh dear. Maybe we'll extend the timer a little bit. I know what I want to convey, but I don't know how. Yeah, it can be tough. Please do okay. Might also need a little bit more time. The heck is this? Charcoal roll. Okay. You say so. I know. This is a really hard subject to approach. Okay, let's get to the main part of it. Little sketch. And I have hired security to relieve my insecurity? Well, I guess that's one way to go about it. I wonder if that's the same for that, you know that guy on TikTok who like has this bodyguard and like starts shit with random people, and then when they react, the bodyguard is like, you know? I feel like something similar happened there. That annoying piece of shit, Jack Doherty or whatever. Yeah. That guy sounds like an asshole. That's yeah. He also crashed his car and nearly got himself and his cameraman killed. I'm not surprised. He also gets his injured, bleeding cameraman to film the direct for him. Jeez. Everything is content. Everything is content when you're part of the stream or something. We live in a satire. Poe's law. That is... It was Poe's law, right? Like... That basically says that you can't tell satire and reality apart anymore. We live in a society. Society. Everything is content. Everything is content without morality. Indeed. Society. Man. I was gonna say like, oh, that doesn't sound too bad, but then, you know, if you assume that sus means like, you know, bow chicka wow wow, you know, it's like, you know, could be worse. But if you're talking about like really suspicious or something, like I think we might already live in that society. A lot of us at least. Yes. A lot of other way. Society. Man, I wish I could just forget everything about, like, you know, those legendary, what was his freaking name? Bill Wirtz. The Bill Wirtz videos. Just experience them anew. Or content. Wish granted. What is happening to my mind? Swaths of my brain are being swallowed. What was I saying about society? Why was I saying it like that? That is so weird. Was it like some kind of musical or something? Hang on. Why did I make this so childlike? It's weird. It is not what I wanted. You know what? Liquefy, save me from myself. And while you're at it, wake me up inside. Save me from this nothing I've become. You know, you don't have anything better to do. It won't take that long. Da-da-da-da. 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 Waka-da-ka-da-da-ka-ka-dum. There's a poniard sitting in the frickin' chat. Did you hear about how the chat is bad? No, it's not. It just kinda sorta rhymed. Mm-hmm. I think when looking at insecurity can help to use Socratic questioning as a form of CBT. Socratic questioning? I am... wait. At some point I knew what that meant. Socratic questioning. Please go ahead and elaborate. I'm very curious. He is a big fan of CBT, indeed. Love me some cognitive behavioral therapy. Is he blast? Is that a threat or a command or like what is that? Also, there's it's my special attack. Ah, of course. By the way, there's an ad break incoming. Sorry about that. Please go ahead and use that ad break for something useful, like, you know, not watching ads, basically. Socratic questioning is a communication style that allows a person to stimulate another person's thinking through open-ended questions. Oh. So, Oh, hang on. So Socratic questioning. I need to look further into that. That is some good stuff. Socratic questioning. Ooh. Mastering Socratic questioning. You know what? We might get into that a little bit afterwards. Okay. You may remember Socratic questioning from past or current school days, and not fondly. It's the method of communication by which someone intentionally challenges others, such as their students, through open-ended questioning. Often there is no clear answer to the line of questioning, and no clear answer is intended. Frustrating, right? But the goal is ultimately to stimulate deep thoughts and to explore what we know and don't know about ourselves or about a given subject of study. It may be used. Do you think God stays in heaven because he too lives in fear of what he's created here on earth? I did. Hi there, Miguel. How are you doing? Okay, now. Sketching. No. We might extend the timer a bit. But oh, come on. Yeah, all these pencils so small. We need more pencil. I guess it's gonna have to be this one. Welcome back from the ad break. Yep. Yeah, feels leaves. Oh, there's like 5 minutes left on the timer. How's your progress, Otis? Might need another 15 minutes, but I'm making progress. Oh dear. 15 minutes? That's a while. I'm glad we're making progress. We'll see. Maybe we get some other submissions too. Unacceptable easy blast. No! Never! Doing some work at the moment while watching my enemy? Your enemy? I hope you're watching them well. Gotta keep your friends close, but your enemies closer. That's what they say. And if they say that, they must know what they're talking about. They wouldn't just say these things if they weren't true. Okay, wait. That needs to be a different thing. That is a separate object. And it needs... What does it need? What does it need? Sure. Can you sing Skibbity Toilet to the melody of the background noises? The background music? Just the word Skibbity Toilet, or is that like a song? I mean, just the words? Skibbity Toilet. Is that what you want? Does that bring you joy? Skibbity toilet, skibbity toilet. I don't know about this one, Chief. The jester entertains me. I'm glad to be of service. What? Huh? Which down? The timer is up technically. Yes. Let's see. Yeah, no submission so far. In this exact moment, one might wonder what were the actions and inactions, decisions and fate that led us all to this moment of Teo the Vowel Devourer singing the words Skibbity Toilet into the tune of the BGM. Mysteries, mysteries indeed. What the heck am I doing? So, well, hang on. That doesn't make a difference. Clipping mask. Let's just do this one. So. Oh, boba. How many tickles does it take to make an octopus laugh? It takes 8 tickles. That is such an unsatisfying pun. I've never seen a kind of pun that specifically aims to be unsatisfying like that. 8 to 10 tickles. Okay. There we go. That's better. Okay. What else? What else we got? You take a joke and take out the punchline. It leaves people confused so you can slip away amidst the chaos. Yes. That is the power of this pun. Okay, now, 2 horses walk into a bar, they're shot on sight. Oh. Why though? Why though? Alright, wrong layer. Well done, thank you. I mean, what? I'm just gonna take the praise. Not worry about it. Still good. Because it was the anti-horse bar? Oh, that bar. Of course. The anti-horse bar. That bar. The bar that is anti-horse. Yes. Oh, hey, we have a submission. Look at that. Ooh. Hello there. Ooh. Okay. Oh, hey, there's another one. Oh, yeah. Okay. What do flamboyant horses eat? Grass. Hey, okay. Why did they take you across the road? Cause he's dumb and ugly. You know what? That is the reason. You understand me so well. Yeah, let's see if we can bring up the saturation a little bit. And maybe here? Yeah, sure. Okay. Thanks for the hat, Pat, Grell, Rex, the British.
Why did the Taiju cross the road? He was going to Taiju a story. Ha 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 ha.
Why did the chicken cross the road together? The other side is morbid enough. The other side referring to the afterlife? That never even crossed my mind. Holy crap. I've crossed the road then forgot why. The ADHD experience, honestly. I think it's widely debated what the joke actually means. Huh. Is that so? What? I can't even tell anymore if you're joking or not. I'm pretty sure it's just like, you know, an anti-joke? Probably? Probably. Hang on. No. I rescind the saturation. Okay, sure. I'm being serious. We don't even know if it's an anti-joke. Okay. Huh. Yeah, I'll take your word for it. Okay. Okay. So, insecurity. Insecuritata. Yes. Let's go. Let's go. We got 2 submissions. Including one with a very unfamiliar style. What the? Hello there. That is fascinating. So, yeah. It seems like we have someone looking into a mirror and seeing like a kind of distorted version of themselves. But wait a second. Oh, wait. Oh, it's actually kind of hard to see. It was actually kind of hard to see the person themselves, but which might actually be part of it, like that they're kind of hard to see behind like all these distortions. And those distortions? Now that's a question, like where did those come from? Because as is hard to miss, you can also see the black void that's opening up behind the shards of the broken mirror. Like, shame is what I would see there. Being watched by these, you know, the feeling of being watched, of being judged. Also, there seem to be like these two sides to it. Yeah, like one smiling, one crying. And yeah, seems to be like this kind of internal conflict of like wanting to believe, wanting to be, you know, to look forward to the future with like a little bit of hope. And the other thinking like, you know, that it's just not gonna work out that way, like, you know, not trusting in that could possibly work, and that it's only going to bring, thinking that it's only going to bring you hurt. Also interesting, wait, this mirror looks like it has depth to it, like it's more of a window. Yeah. Interesting. God, wait. There's some depth here that I can't even quite really put into words right now. It's like, So, one thing I want to point out is that this person, like, in drawing this image, it appears that the artist had a certain awareness. Hang on, I'm it's hard to know like where to draw the line with like talking about like, you know, what went into this. But like in my interpretation, like I can't help noticing that like the real self, hi there boomer, the real self looking into this mirror, this window, is like perfectly, you know, normal, perfectly unblemished. And it's only within this perception of the self that these distortions pop up, that like all these these wrong ideas come from, which it seems like it implies like, you know, you yourself are not broken. It's your ability to look at yourself objectively that is broken, and might have been broken by, you know, from outside, by judgmental stares, by people looking down on you. making you into something that you are not. Oopsie daisy. Sorry about that. Fascinating. Also, the line down there, there's that line coming like across the wall, which feels like, it feels like it's intruding. Feels like that false perception is sneaking into reality, sneaking into, like, spreading its influence and breaking down reality as it actually is. Okay, let me see what y'all have been saying. Like trying to take a regional saying and trying to translate it. That dog alats which the colleague calats what? Seeing behind what lies behind the cracks of the mirror, much thought. Gut reaction, I feel that, yeah. It's hard to put into words, but like, man. There is a lot there. Not just distorted, but shattered. The eyes give a sense that the true self is being corrupted, destroyed by society. Oh, not like what you see in the mirror behind that feeling, the eyes you feel of people judging you, yeah. Perspective is everything. Something negative isn't inherently bad, it's just based on how it's spoken. Constructive criticism can be harsh, but isn't necessarily bad. Just depends on specifics. Oh, I have to leave, bye. Is he blast? Okay, is he blasting up again? Based on how it's spoken, constructive criticism can be harsh, but isn't necessarily bad. Oh. So, that's an interesting take on this. I feel like my pine with the easy blast was overlooked. Wait, where was the one? I need to cheat a pun. A paladin and a wizard walk into a bar, the rogue walks under it. That is, I don't think that's the easy blast pun. He's not blast, silly, he's goat. I don't get it. I'm sorry. I don't get it. Is he okay? I guess I'm overthinking it. I'm probably overthinking it. Is he blast? So like, is he blast? Oh, is he blast? Oh, is he? Wow. Okay. I was not overthinking it. Wow. All right. Anyway. Is there anything more I can say? I don't think so. Blah, blah, blah. Thanks for that, bet. Yeah, no. Okay. Let's see what they had to say about this. I am almost completely comfortable in myself, but my biggest insecurity is in the future. There are so many ways it could go wrong, and so many ways it could go right, and I have no idea which way it'll go. Oh. Oh. Oh, wait, no. Ah, that was the... Oops, sorry. Hang on. No, wait. Ah! I messed up. That was a different submission. Oopsie daisy. Sorry. Help. What was added to this image as commentary? That doesn't sound right. At first I wanted to draw a doorway meant to give a sense of uncertainty, but in drawing it I felt like insecurity stems from something reflective, like it's more your perception of how you believe others perceive you that forms what we experience as insecurity in most cases. Those feelings may or may not be the reality, but the sense affects you at all time. Happy or sad, it's a kind of ever-present concern. Ooh. God. Teo read good, yes. He confused himself in his confusion. Recursive confusion. Recursive... Never mind. Okay, hang on, 92. God, I was so distracted by how embarrassed I am. I need to read this again. I meant to draw a doorway meant to give a sense of uncertainty, but in drawing it I felt like insecurity stems from something more reflective. Or your perception of how you believe others perceive you, that forms what we experience as insecurity. Those feelings may or may not be the reality, but the sense affects you at all time, happy or sad. It's kind of ever-present concern. Interesting, so that explains like why there's a certain depth behind this reflective surface. But then the doorway leads more into like, you know, the perception of like of others, the outside. Okay, well, crap, man, I totally missed. That is so bad. That is so bad. Just okay, next one. Next one. Behold. Yeah. Okay. So we got interesting. Hang on. Even without that context that we totally never learned and everyone forgot about just now. Thank you. This is interesting. So we've got hellfire. We've got you know, harmony. We've got ruins. We've got comfy vibes outside. Having fun with people. We have I can't help being reminded of like Half-Life? This is a Half-Life thing. I don't know why I'm thinking of Half-Life. Like observation towers, and I don't know. Hard to make out what's going on beneath, but I can't help feeling like it's like people marching. This feels like, I don't know, like a police state or something. And then a door and nothing and another door. So, Okay. How do these arts relate to each other? Okay, hang on. Let's try to purge that text from memory. Skibbity-boo-boo-boo-boo. Okay, so there's definitely a very split feeling, clearly. Yeah, like the doors imply, you know, potential, imply like something that could lie in the future. Now, why are there two doors? Why is there emptiness between them? And what does the eye do? Hello there. Hmm. I would say, it seems like maybe like the bottom is something that leads to what lies behind, like what lies beyond it. Like on the bottom, like we have something martial law looking, like militant looking, and it leads to, you know, the world burning. We have something that implies just kind of stagnation, like nothingness, and it leads to just decay. And then there's these closed doors with the potential behind them for harmony, for, you know, for peace. And, maybe it's that. That's my best guess. And yeah, I can see the sense of, like, you know, insecurity of not knowing what's to come, of being worried, you know, like maybe it's even just like, you know, maybe there's no like real relation between different like quadrants, like can it be called a quadrant? Is it like an octant or something? Maybe it's just like, yeah, all this could come to pass. Like, it could be, the world could burn, the world could be a beautiful place, the world could just rot away, the world could be a beautiful place, you know, like one kind of beautiful place where it's just like not a lot going on, like more distant, and one where it's like really close with people. Or it could be, you know, it could be like a place of fighting and of distrust and whatnot. Or what's behind door number 6, and what's behind wall number 7, and what's behind door number 8, you know? I don't know. Any other ideas? I feel like there's a conflict in the art. The alternation between the feelings feels purposeful, fire, peace, ruin, peace, still, then below the doors are maybe uncertainty. We don't know what there is, but where we can see, we also see grim scenes, a sense of surveillance and pressure, then bleak desolateness, yeah. Something like that. So yeah. I guess I'll read the commentary again. I'm almost completely comfortable in myself, but my biggest insecurity is in the future. There are so many ways it could go wrong, and so many ways it could go right, and I have no idea which way it'll go. Okay. Yeah. Well, if you'd like to shed some more light on why you drew it the way you drew it, I would be curious to hear it. Aside from that, I guess move on to this. So the idea is that all of these are doorways. Oh, right, hang on. The idea is that all these are doorways, yes. All of them are. Okay. And behind one of them is just like nothing. Just grey. And 2 you can't even see through. Was supposed to be the void, and 5 is very much inspired by 1984. Okay. Hmm. It's very unsettling that, like, you know, number 1 is just hellfire. It's like, oh dear. I would hope that, like, you know, there's just like a neutral one would be number 1. You know, that's concerning. When, like, that's the first option. Hi there, Ziggy. How are you doing? So yeah, here is my image. (1984). Yeah, that probably makes more sense than Half-Life. Oh yeah, I think this one's pretty self-explanatory. Do we wanna keep drawing after this?
You have to force it now.
No.
It was just
Shut up. Do you want to keep moving after this, or just make it a short one? You mightn't believe it, but it genuinely will be okay. Aww. You want to keep drawing? I'm good either way. I mean, I guess I don't really want to. I like the way that there's the divide between mixing colors, and like how further down things look more solid but aren't exactly secure. Oh, doing good. Bit of experimental drawing yesterday. Developed a sort of hieroglyphic style I'm going to explore today. Ooh. You're going to explore today? Are you going to join us? I need to do admin on you. Admin? Like, you have work to do? Is what you're saying? I thought weren't you going to sleep? Or did I misinterpret something there? Aw. But yeah, what went into this was like, you know, not yet, I should soon though. Sleep admin, sleep admin, the admin of sleep. Yeah. Yeah, so basically, yeah. This person's just kind of floating there above the abyss, and you know, all that's keeping them from falling into it is just like the words they tell themselves that it's going to be okay. All standing between them, just trying to keep that faith. And, you know, everything around them is just, you know, kind of tossing them around, and it's inside of them too, just this wind, these winds like tossing them around. Yeah. Yeah. So, Ziggy, would you like to join us for a second round if we do a second round, or not? Because if Mel is not gonna join us, then that only leaves Otis. Caught in a maelstrom, torn between the certainty of the painful maelstrom and the chance of peace, yet uncertainty of the void. Wait. Torn between the uncertainty of the painful maelstrom and the chance of peace, yet uncertainty of the void. Oh, It's not even what I thought. I just thought the void was like, you know, despair or whatever, you know, the darkness. And like the maelstrom is just like, you know, stuff happening, you know, the world. Like, I mean, what is the world if not a maelstrom of like impressions, of influences, stress and whatnot? Just kind of tossing you around while you try to stay focused. No. Well, you're already in despair, and that void could be literally anything. I wouldn't say that's despair. I mean, you know, they are saying it's going to be okay. So, you know, you're still holding on to that. You know. They're holding themselves aloft with words and no idea what solid ground is. Seems like a pretty awful situation for me. Yeah, I mean, who the heck knows where ground is? Who the heck knows? I don't know. I just know that I don't know it. Where do I share again? Oh, the pinned comment. Also, you're not dumb. It's alright. Alright. Hang on. Either the void is certain death, or the void is stuff they've never done or experienced before, like packing up and moving somewhere unfamiliar to start a new life. Oh, I see where you're going with that, yeah. By the way, that reminded me. Let's read that thing. That thing about Socratic questioning. I'm curious about that. An educational method named after Socrates that focuses on discovering answers. Come on. Psychology. Socratic questioning has also been used in psychotherapy, most notably as a cognitive restructuring technique. In classical Adlerian psychotherapy, logotherapy, rational and motive behavior therapy, cognitive therapy, and logic-based therapy. The purpose is to help uncover the assumptions and evidence that underpin people's thoughts in respect of problems. A set of Socratic questions in cognitive therapy aim to deal with automatic thoughts that distress the patient. Like 1. Revealing the issue. What evidence supports this idea, and what evidence is against it? Sorry about that. Is against its being true. Conceiving reasonable alternatives. What might be another explanation or viewpoint of the situation? Why else did it happen? Examining various potential consequences. What are the worst, best, bearable, and most realistic outcomes? Evaluate those consequences. What's the effect of thinking or believing this? What could be the effect of thinking differently and no longer holding on to this belief? And distancing. Imagine a specific friend/family member in the same situation, or if they viewed the situation this way, what would I tell them? Careful use of Socratic questioning enables a therapist to challenge recurring or isolated instances of a person's illogical thinking while maintaining an open position that respects the internal logic to even the most seemingly illogical thoughts. Oh, it's that thing. It's such a basic thing, but yeah. I've been doing that to myself this whole time. I thought I was just being a realist instead of a pessimist or optimist. Pompon, hi. Hello. Thank you so much for the raid. I really appreciate that. Todd the Floofy Fox, hello. Thank you for the deep breath. Hi. This is Tei, your emotional support animal. I am a mental health content creator. I might have to show y'all my the thing that I did, the short. I finished a drawing today. Oh, what did you draw? Is it safe to show on stream? Floofy Fox? Floofy Fox spotted. A giant fox? Oh, okay. That sounds pretty nice. It has panties. Oh, okay.
Look behind you. Oh, no. Someone fell down behind you.
Man, that...
Okay,
I can't get over the fact that you actually, made that model yourself.
If you're going to be...
That is so wild.
I had a chance there. No, he's messing.
That is so impressive. So, yeah. Okay, let me look at that. Okay. I'm not gonna show that on stream, but thank you for sharing. Yeah, I'm it is very well drawn. Yeah. Yeah. Very cute, good job. I'm proud of you for finishing something. Well, maybe a little too much focus on that, maybe a little bit, yeah. Okay, so, for everyone who just came in, hi. Teiyu, emotional support animal, that's me. We're doing introspective art, which, let me show you all a little thing about that. A little thing, which I like to call a short. Art therapy is a way to connect to and explore your deepest thoughts and emotions using art. It can be hard to find the words to really grasp those feelings and get them out there, and art can offer a gentle and safe way to unearth what goes on deep inside. And you might be surprised what you'll find there. You know, sometimes you think you know what something looks like, but then when you sit down to draw it, you realize you actually have no idea. Trying to depict your feelings makes you really have to understand what they are. Doing this in a group setting can provide a healing sense of connectedness and offer up whole new perspectives on your own inner world. I'm not a therapist myself, but I developed an interactive stream concept based on my own experiences with art therapy called Introspective Art, which I stream every Sunday on Twitch and YouTube. You don't have to be a great artist to take part. It's all about the process of expressing yourself and sharing it with others. So come hang out sometime. Yes, come hang out. So, yeah. We just got done with the first round, and I would have called it right now. Wait, we are not done. Hang on. There's still something lying in wait here. Hang on. Hang on. Wait. You need access. Request access. What is this? Request access. I need to request access? You'll get an email letting you know if your request was approved. Oh dear. Refresh? Okay. Ah. Oops. Clicked it away. I've got too many tabs open, so my tabs are really small. Oh dear. Okay. Huh. Okay, that's different. We've got writing here. Okay. Sure. Let's go. I am not the hero of the story. The hero is an irritating prick. He tore through dozens of my Omega drones and smashed my research facility beyond recognition. He didn't understand my vision, my purpose. He was worried about maintaining the status quo and saving the lives of those he deemed to be innocent civilians, as if that were even a thing. My anger boiled to the surface and I threw my coffee mug against the wall, howling with a primal fury. The figure approached the open doorway to my control room, forcing me to regain my composure and return my attention to the screen that showed me the progress of the analysis on my latest test. I took a deep breath and held it as I beckoned to the figure in the doorway without looking at him. "Sir, the backups are finished. We are ready to melt down on your command," announced my trusted second-in-command, Alfred. Most would look at the two of us and probably assume that he was the boss and I the underling, due to the cheap, coffee-stained clothes I wore and the dark bags under my eyes, compared to his manicured appearance and custom-tailored suit. I realized I had been holding my breath for a long time, waiting on the computer display to change from calculating to complete, but I had no more time to waste. I let out a defeated sigh. "Retreat to MSD and burn it. How many staff did we lose?" I stepped away from the lab console and plucked my favorite jacket from the hook beside the door. Rather than reading the figures to me, Alfred handed me the tablet he was carrying. I glanced over the report. 70 evacuated, 8 confirmed dead, 14 active responders not checked in, and 1 in custody. "Jennison, I assume?" I asked, pointing at the final line. Alfred nodded, but said nothing. We had suspected him for some time after a lackluster performance review and several reports of an uncharacteristically nervous demeanor. He had been under close surveillance, and that apparently paid off. I tapped the line for the active transponders and frowned at the names displayed. Shame. I will miss Follins. He had a real eye for new talent. I tapped a few buttons and the names on the list each flashed red as the transponders carried out my command. In the distance, I heard several terrified screams behind us that suddenly cut short amid loud pops, like large firecrackers going off. Alfred opened the door to the helipad ahead of me, holding it open as I passed ahead and quickly hoisted myself into the waiting quad jet. As I was strapping in, Alfred took the pilot's seat and started the engines. I knew that damned hero was on our heels as I saw door breach alerts popping up on the tablet. "That bastard's getting close, Alfred." "Aye, sir. 5 seconds," he replied. I knew he was a stickler for pre-flight checks, but he would have to skip a few on this occasion. The quadjet shook as the engines passed through the resonance rate. 3 seconds to go. I watched through the window as the helipad door bulged outward from a violent strike. 2 seconds. The helipad door bulged more, and several small pieces of metal snapped off and pinged off the side of the quadjet. Alfred flinched slightly in his seat. "Taking off, sir." The quadjet lurched slightly and the world outside tilted just as the helipad door gave up its hold in the wall, tumbling several meters across the concrete helipad before I lost sight of it below the window. A tall, muscular form stepped through the vacancy left behind. Osiris didn't wear a mask. He didn't feel a need to hide himself, so I knew his face intimately. Dark skin, hazel eyes, short black hair. His stare was intense, as if he was staring through the dark tint of the window and into the deepest reach of my brain. I stared back, hoping that he could feel my hatred. I grumbled, "Burn in hell, Osiris, you traitor." The engines of the quadjet roared as we accelerated hard, lifting away from the base and speeding out over the surrounding ocean. Huh. Uh-huh. That's new. Wait, you don't have to read it? What? Wait, what is the point if not to read it? Huh. Yeah. Brain so addled by busy weekend that I don't have another round in me? Oh, okay. It's a good scene. I'm not sure what it has to do with the idea of insecurity. I mean, there is... I can see some of it there. Like this villain, the viewpoint character. Seems like a very, untrusting person who has like... What is it? Like, the ability at the ready to, like, have people under him taken out if they prove to be if they prove to be like you know not as loyal as they wanted, you know? Ah, oops, sorry, I missed the ad break. I totally missed the ad break. Sorry about that. I would have, yeah, delayed it a bit if I had noticed. So, yeah, hang on. Let me see. What did you have in mind going into this? The idea that all protagonists are the hero often feels like a way to make us all ignore the negative impact we have on the world. I'm writing this from the perspective of the bad guy so that I can examine and explore the extremes of things that I do not want to be. Oh, interesting. Okay. Sorry for kind of looking ahead like that. If you want to see another mod I made for Spyro, I've shared it on the server. Oh. Well, after this. But, so, interesting. Oh. I'm gonna need to think about whether, like, writing makes sense for this. It's I don't know. I mean, it is very interesting. Like, where your mind went with that. And like, yeah, under that, under what you said, under that perspective, writing from the perspective of the bad guy so that I can examine and explore the extremes of things that I do not want to be. Yeah. Like I said, there is that aspect in there of like, you know, they just have like this one person they trust, and then everyone else is just expendable, that thing. Aside from that, my brain is dying. Man, I wish I wasn't in ad break right now, so I don't even know if y'all are hearing this. Okay, so hello. Did y'all hear any of my musings there? I don't know if you did. Although there wasn't much, to be honest. So, yeah, also, there was also, what stood out to me was the fact that, like, the hero doesn't cover his face, while the villain does. At least it's implied, I think. And, you know, like the line, hang on, where's the line? The line, I stared back hoping that you could feel my hatred. Like, that kind of implies, like, you know, there is a certain, this villain has like this distance, you know, like they don't show their face, they can't be sure that they're communicating outward effectively, you know, because they keep everything at like an arm's length. So, yeah. I don't know. It was interesting. It was an interesting thought experiment there. I still don't know how to feel about having writing as like part of these, because like, you know, like I said last time, like words are kind of like the domain of like rational thought and like of, you know, of being removed from emotion, like kind of just, you know, I love the analysis of the bad guy. Oh. Yeah. I don't know, does that make sense? Like I just know, speaking for myself, like I struggle a lot with like what was it called? Like over rationalizing? It's not rationalizing, it's intellectualizing, that's what it's called. Intellectualizing, you know? Like I kind of, a big part of this whole thing of art therapy is the ability to like really feel, to just look inward and see what you feel there. And like words don't tend to be terribly good at that. Words are the things that like, you know, just have patterns already kind of prepared and stuff. So yeah, I don't know. That said, I mean, I don't want to stop anyone from taking part, you know? So, I don't know. Let's go find someone to raid. Let's see. We have this guy. We have this guy. That's a good guy. Who else do we have? I don't know. Oh yeah, that guy's gonna be fine. Hi there bugger, how are you doing? Oh, we're just about to raid out. So, yeah. Everyone, please consider following me on YouTube, subscribing there, and like all that stuff. It would help a lot with making this whole project sustainable. If you want to keep up with me, Blue Sky, Twitter, or joining our Discord would be a great way to do that, and Discord comes with a bonus perk of a bunch of cute, lovable dudes. Oh wait, I just remembered. I was being shared a mod. A mod was being shared with me on this server. Oh, another mod. Oh, that's very cute. Hang on. I like this surrender. Here it is. Man, that is impressive. Like, this game has some incredible 3D modeling to be able to create something that like can work inside of it, and you can't even really tell. Like, that's wild. That's so amazing. Alright, yeah. I guess we're gonna... yeah. We're gonna raid Horatius the Dwarf. Using either this raid message, if you have the emotes and are subscribed, which, yeah, if you would like to subscribe, that would help support me and the channel a lot. But a few days into that, that's only natural. That stuff takes a while. If you're not subscribed, then this message will do. Either way, make yourself heard. Just, you can also replace those emotes with whatever you want. Make yourself heard the way you want to be heard. Yeah. Yeah, I think that was everything. So, give a shout out to Horatius the Dwarf. So in case the raid doesn't take you for some reason, you know where to go. Just click on that. And yeah. Next week, I don't know what's going to happen. I won't have too many streams. I'm gonna need a lot of time to prepare for this yeah, for the anniversary marathon that I'm gonna do. It's gonna be 7 days of streaming Outer Wilds with D, and a lot of variety stuff aside from that. Winky, thank you for the care package. Hang on, let me do that stretch real quick. And yeah, so I don't know, I think it might just be one stream to do some art preparations. And aside from that, I'm gonna be busy. Getting ready. And yeah, I hope to see you during that marathon. And yeah. Until then, take care and remember that you're loved, okay? Bye-bye. Da 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 da.